Please be seated. Good morning. As the 11th president of Randolph College, I am honored to welcome the members of the class of 2025. Their families and friends to the commencement at Randolph College and to declare these exercises to be officially opened. I would especially like to thank and acknowledge all of the mothers and mother figures in the audience who are sharing their Mother's Day with us today. Thank you for being here. And thank you for being such an important part of our graduates' lives. From the hallowed halls of this great college have come civic and economic leaders who help make a difference in their communities, their nation, and indeed the world. Since our humble beginnings in 1891 as Randolph-Macon Women's College, we have never shied away from our commitment to provide an uniquely personalized education in the liberal arts that prepares students to engage the world critically and creatively, live and work honorably, and to experience life abundantly. Today, we add these women and men before me to the list of graduates who are leaving this college prepared to reach extraordinary levels of achievement. Before we go any further in the program, I would like to invite two of our presidential ambassadors, Cesar Ibarra Lopez, 26, and Ayania Corbett, 26, to share our land acknowledgement.
We acknowledge the land Randolph College occupies was inhabited by Yesa, the people, but due to warfare, disease, forced migration, assimilation, and broken treaties, the people were reduced in number and were forced to a fraction of the land they once occupied.
Today, descendants of the original people of the land, the Monacans, understand that the land is the people and the people are the land. And we are not strangers on any of the land that was once considered our territory. They are not relics of the past. They live among us, and we honored them today. Thank you.
Thank you, Ayania and Cesar. Members of the class of 2025, today we gather to celebrate your remarkable achievements and to honor the spirit that has guided you through your journey at Randolph College, the pursuit of vita abundantior, the life more abundant. I would be remiss if I did not take a moment to acknowledge all of the people who have stood by you and supported you during your years at Randolph. This includes everyone from your family and friends to the faculty and staff to our board of trustees. Your hard work and perseverance have led you to this amazing accomplishment. But I urge you to never forget all of those who work behind the scenes in your life to support you and to help you pursue your goals. At Randolph, we know that visions of an abundant life are not confined to any single tradition or perspective, whether religious or secular. Our campus community is a living tapestry of beliefs, cultures, sincere commitments, and profound questions. Here, difference is not something merely to be tolerated, nor is it an obstacle to be overcome. Difference is an asset, one that enriches our community and fosters mutual growth. In a world that too often lets difference divide us, you, the class of 2025, have shown the courage to listen with compassion, to learn with an open heart, and to embrace complexity even when it is challenging. Whether engaging in dialogue across faith traditions, building friendships across diverse student groups, or exploring academic ideas that offer vastly different visions of the world, you have embodied what it means to live abundantly, not by narrowing your vision, but by widening your understanding of yourself and others. You have shown that true strength is not found in isolation, but in the rich, sometimes challenging, always meaningful encounters with others whose stories, hopes, commitments, and beliefs differ from your own. As you step into the next chapter of your lives, may you carry forward this spirit of expansive living. Let the life more abundant be not only your personal aspiration, but your gift to the world. A life that makes space for different perspectives on their own terms, honors both your own and others' sacred and secular commitments, and seeks the common good for all. It is now my pleasure to introduce our 2025 commencement speaker. Geoffrey Kershner is no stranger to our campus. He is well known for his work with the arts and is currently the Chief Executive Officer of the Academy Center for the Arts. A founding member and former artistic director of Randolph's in-residency theater company, End Station, Geoffrey has received the Rising Star Award from the Virginians for the Arts and the City of Lynchburg Vice Mayor's Award of Excellence. Geoffrey has been instrumental in developing the arts in Lynchburg. Under his leadership, the Academy increased need-based scholarships for arts programming, grew its overall operating budget, and successfully completed a capital campaign for the historic theater restoration project, which opened in 2018. That same year, Kershner was named the Lynchburg Regional Business Alliance's Young Professional to Watch. He was a member of the National Arts Strategy 2014 to 2015 Chief Executive Cohort, currently serves on the board of Virginians for the Arts, and is an advisor for the Radically Rural Conference's Arts Track. He earned his undergraduate degree from the University of Arts in Pennsylvania and his Master of Fine Arts from Florida State University. Please join me in welcoming your 2025 commencement speaker to the stage, Geoffrey Kershner.
Good morning, Randolph graduates, faculty, family, and friends. It is an absolute honor to be here with you today on this momentous occasion as we celebrate your incredible achievements and the journeys that lie ahead. I also want to wish a happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, in particular my mother, Nancy Kershner, who's here in the audience today. Today, I want to talk about home. Not the one you come from or the one you hope to find, but the one you can create. I imagine many of you are asking yourselves about where you go from here. Some of you are laser focused and eager to plant your flag in new and exciting places. Others may feel uncertain, waiting for a sign to tell you where you belong. I was once in those shoes, standing at a crossroads, and could have never imagined that Lynchburg would ever be a place I truly wanted to call home. But life has a way of teaching us lessons when we least expect them. I grew up just a short drive from here in Amherst, Virginia. And like many young people in small towns, I was eager to leave. I went to college in Center City, Philadelphia, searching for something bigger, something more exciting. I didn't think Central Virginia had anything to offer me. But life brought me back, not because I was forced to return, but because I discovered something essential about myself. The deep connection between art, community, place, and ultimately myself. That realization came through a summer theater festival I helped start on the campus I had grown up on, Sweetbriar College. As we built productions for the community, I saw something remarkable happen. The art we created wasn't just entertainment. It reflected the people around us, their stories, their struggles, and their aspirations. I began to understand that the strength of a place isn't just in what you already exists, but in what you bring to it. But let me tell you, the journey home wasn't always straightforward. My wife Ashley and I were living in Florida, and she once told me that we moved to Lynchburg over her dead body. And frankly, I had my doubts as well. At the time, Lynchburg didn't seem to have what we wanted, reflected in what we found in its downtown core, which was abandonment. But as we spent summers running our summer theater festival, Ashley saw the beauty in the mountains of Virginia, and we both saw the potential in Lynchburg's downtown, with its incredible architecture and open spaces just waiting to be re-inhabited. In 2012, we faced a choice: move to Tallahassee, where Ashley was from, and where I had an opportunity to teach at my alma mater, Florida State, or move to Lynchburg, Virginia, where I had an offer at the University of Lynchburg and where we could be closer to my family and our summer theater festival. We chose Lynchburg, but not to settle. We made a deliberate pact with one another. We gave ourselves 5 years. We'd work hard to actively shape our community into the kind of place we wanted to live, even if it wasn't there yet in our own eyes. We rolled up our sleeves and got to work. Through visible and active work in the community, Ashley became the executive director of the Downtown Lynchburg Association, spearheading efforts to bring new restaurants, cultural amenities, and small business investment. I moved my theater company, End Station, to Lynchburg, where we opened an office in downtown, and it eventually became the resident theater company here at Randolph College. And in May of 2015, I became the executive director of the Academy Center of the Arts in downtown Lynchburg. That role allowed me to continue my pact with Ashley. We needed a strong arts center in this place we now called home. It wasn't easy, but a group of us rolled up our sleeves and got to work. And we turned this struggling arts organization into a thriving cultural anchor that it is today. Our team at the Academy restored a 120-year-old historic theater, expanded additional performance spaces, hired an excellent staff through better pay and benefits, and created a home for artists and audiences alike. By 2017, 5 years after we made our pact, Ashley and I looked around and realized we had done it. Lynchburg was no longer just a place we settled, it was a home we were part of creating. And what is most important in all of this? It was the creation of a community made up of the people we met along the way, who also shared our vision, drive, care, and involvement. In 2017, we welcomed our son Theo to the world and to our community. Today, he takes youth theater classes at the Academy, attends youth activities with incredible organizations like Vector Space and Camp Kumbaya, and just performed in Wolfbane Theater Company's productions of A Christmas Carol and Matilda in their new downtown theater space. Theo is experiencing firsthand the kind of community we were a part of building, and this is probably the most powerful part of our journey. But I also want to recognize something else. This moment you're stepping into is not an easy one. There's uncertainty in the economy, in our culture, and in perhaps your own plans. The job market might be tighter, the paths less obvious, and the timing less forgiving than you might have hoped. And yet, this is precisely the kind of moment that forges big things. In 2008, during the last financial crisis, was the same year that End Station started its Summer Theater Festival. We had more ambition than resources, no budget for elaborate sets or production elements, so we got creative. We made site-specific work using the spaces around us, natural environments, historic buildings, barns, campus lawns. What began as a limitation became our brand, and ultimately a strength. Years later, when I first arrived at the Academy, the organization had hit rock bottom. In many ways, that made things easier. There was nothing to unlearn, no legacy to protect. We could build for the moment and the future, not the past. And we did it with vision and grit. It's easy to look at hardship and only feel disappointment. But often these moments of scarcity are exactly when the most innovative, grounded, and lasting ideas are born. So graduates, as you step into a world of uncertainty, know it is still one filled with choices. Some of you will go far, some of you will stay close. No matter where you land, I challenge you to take ownership of the place where you live. Don't wait for a city or town to become what you hope it will be. Make it what you want it to be. It is easy to complain about what your community lacks. You see those people everywhere, and they are common in more ways than one. Dwelling on shortcomings, placing blame, and waiting for someone to save them. But communities do not change through complaints. They change through action. Invest in your community. Build it. Shape it. If something is missing, work to bring it into existence. If there are obstacles, push forward with creativity and determination. Home isn't something you find. It's something you create. As a hip-hop head, I will leave you with a quote from Big Sean. The grass ain't greener on the other side. It's green where you water it. Congratulations, class of 2025. Go out and make your home wherever you choose to build it. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. I now invite our Director of Graduate Studies, Megan Hallbrook, to the podium for the conferral of degrees.
Yeah, you'll say something in just a minute, though. Yeah. Will the candidates for the master's degrees in coaching and sport leadership please rise? Madam President, it is with pleasure and affection that I present to you the candidates for the degree of Master of Arts in Coaching and Sport Leadership.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Randolph College, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree of Master of Arts in Coaching and Sports Leadership, and declare you entitled to enjoy all the rights and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
The candidates for the Master of Arts in Coaching and Sport Leadership will now be introduced. I'd like to also invite the chair of our Board of Trustees, Kathy Graves, and the member of our Maxwell faculty, Carly Pierce, to hood each graduate.
Russ M. Wells. Evan T. Weehee. Nice. Roderick Darrell Williams. Zachary Stone Nipper. Harrison Thomas Corcus. Kai Grace Miller. Carlin Marie Wright. Jillian Suzanne Warder. Kylie Ray Stark. Thomas M. Staller. Sean Thomas Hutchison. Mats Bienches.
I would like to acknowledge the following graduates in absentia: Brooke Richards, Emily Witzke, Faith Ringrissy, Matisse Janot, Cooper Sales, Jordan Fiorani, and Taylor Herzog. Will the candidates for the Master of Arts in Teaching and the Master of Education please rise? Madam President, it is with pleasure and affection that I present to you the candidates for the Master of Arts in Teaching and for the Master of Education.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Randolph College, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree of Master of Arts in Teaching and the degree of Master of Education, and declare you entitled to enjoy all the rights and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
The candidates for the Master of Arts in Teaching and Master of Education will now be introduced. I'd also like to invite the chair of our Board of Trustees, Kathy Graves,
and our MAT Program Director, Peggy Schemler, to the stage to heed each graduate.
Rebecca Ariel Floyd Spendlove. Anna Mooney. Ava Marie Skinner. Alexis Kara Hawkins. Dominic E. Irving. Zoe N. Tierney. Madison Elizabeth Cundiff Tyree. Jenna Fink. Cassidy Ann Bell. Jennifer Marie Moore. James Hutchinson Arnold. Cole Rudolph Torres. Carly Smithson. Tiffany Denise Carey. Jasmine Monique Williams. Natasha Catherine Pate. Abigail Marie Deal.
I would also like to acknowledge the following graduates in absentia. For the MAT program, Rodrigo Amestigi, Raiden Ferreira, and Haley Snyder. For the Masters of Education, Grace Nicole Prem.
I now invite the Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Tim Smith, to the podium for the conferring of undergraduate degrees.
Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees please rise? Madam President, it is with pleasure and affection that I present to you the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, and Bachelor of Science, each of whom has completed the requirements of this college.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Randolph College, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, or Bachelor of Science, and declare you entitled to enjoy all the rights and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations. I invite you to move your tassel. Squires, please stand. As a traditional symbol of the conferring of the baccalaureate degree, you may now hood your graduate. Graduates and squires, please be seated. Individual graduates will now be introduced.
They're excited. Okay, will the first two rows of baccalaureate degree candidates please stand? Excuse me, the first row of baccalaureate degree candidates please stand. Just the first row at this time.
Derek S. Worley. Kyle E. O'Brien. Tristan Douglas Gregory. Ryan D. Holliday. Callie L. Martin. Neve Angel Orange Foreman. Nafi Cham. Jillian G. Batt. Elizabeth Marie Allen. Jacob Lufaso. Brett Bowman. Carter Ship, magna cum laude. Otto Fortune Fox. Jada Indigo Dominich Preston. Madison T. Holston. Carter Kelly, magna cum laude. Colby Lambert. Mark Robinson. Kaylee M. Todd. Sterling Mackenzie Woodward. Bailey Scott Brown, summa cum laude, honors in English. David Ryan Hawes, summa cum laude. Emily Elizabeth Nordwall, magna cum laude. Brooke Ashlyn Murdoch, summa cum laude. Ella B. Myers. Julia B. Kreider. Viviana Rose Gustin. Tanaya Nicole Crenshaw Patterson. Sabrina Ray Dickerson. Gianna Nicole Cabrera Castillo. Anna C. Peterson, summa cum laude. Caitlin Elizabeth Moyer. Madeline Joanne Deary, cum laude. Reese Ariel Cooper, summa cum laude, honors in psychology. Jenna Sass, cum laude. Tyler Cameron Brubaker. Kenley Madison Spinks. Simone Raven Brown. Jordan Ray Phillips McLeod. Ryan McNeil Varuso. Sanaya Amor Atchison. Nuhaman Brooke Tashome, magna cum laude, honors in psychology. Dev Mani. Jonathan E. Rice. Ethan Hunter Meyer. Gabriel Enrique Barragan. Taylor Yazez Jones. Rayvon R. Graham. Michelle Nguyen, cum laude. Kendra Lachey Smith. Jaden N. Turner. Rajay C. Scarlett. Elizabeth Gabrielle Parsons. Kuyande Unique Worthington, Phi Beta Kappa, magna cum laude. April Allison Marquez. Natalyn Elizabeth Stanley, cum laude. Shauna Kaylee Shepard, summa cum laude. Luke Chapman, summa cum laude. Madeline Ruth Frazier Freshour. Allie Jane Allen, summa cum laude. Renee Claire Enzor. Penn Louise Dorsey, cum laude. Elizabeth Delaney Bailey, summa cum laude. Stephanie Frances Swithers, summa cum laude. Jordan Grace Schumpert, Phi Beta Kappa, magna cum laude. Madeline Hope Friel, summa cum laude. Ethan A. Caldwell, summa cum laude. Gracie Ann Oliver. Mashud A. Ibrahim. Michael J. Baldwin. Nathan Silam Pratachith. Sonia Nicole Langhorn. Jenna McDermott. Lacey Ray Luckadoo. Paige Lee Scruggs, summa cum laude. Alexis Noel Martin. Renee Yvette Bingham. Whitney Aldaria Culpepper. Kamaria Janae Clark, Phi Beta Kappa, summa cum laude. Patience Monet Wallace, magna cum laude, honors in English. Sydney Pearl Dawson. Zanotica Quadesha Martin. Alexis Jean Lama, magna cum laude, honors in psychology.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Randolph College Class of 2025. The Maud Huff Fife Award is given each year to the student whose grade point average, or GPA, is the highest in the senior class. The award is named for a graduate of the class of 1918. While at Randolph-Macon Women's College, Maud Huff Fife was the senior assistant editor of the Tatler, a member of the Franklin Literary Society, the Quill Drivers, and the Sigma Kappa sorority. It is her spirit, leadership, and affection for the college that we commemorate when we honor the recipient of the Maud Huff Fife Award. I'm excited to share with you that this year we have 3 winners of the award. The academic excellence of our first recipient has already been recognized by several awards during his time at Randolph, including the Outstanding First-Year Student in Mathematics Award and the Catherine I. Hastings Prize for Outstanding Senior in Mathematics. His academic advisor says he poses thoughtful, probing questions, and once given a direction, he pursues answers with persistence and intellectual curiosity. He approaches even the most challenging topics with a seriousness of purpose, always balanced by his good humor and gentle enthusiasm. Please join me in congratulating Luke Chapman. Please come forward. Our second recipient came to Randolph in the fall of 2023 with only 2 short years left to finish his bachelor's degree. In that time, he managed to complete a double major in art history and museum and heritage studies. An accomplished ceramicist, he brought the sensitivity of an artist and the rigor of an art historian to a senior art history thesis, and even traveled to New York City to study his artist works in person. Even more notable was his Museum and Heritage Studies capstone project, a lone exhibition of Italian Renaissance ceramics from the Virginia Museum of Fine Arts and the National Gallery in Washington, D.C. Please join me in congratulating Jake LaFaso. Our third recipient, in a reflexive exercise for class, wrote, "I am continually pursuing greater knowledge and a well-versed perspective on life." This is confirmed by one of our faculty members who relates, "There are great students who are intelligent, hardworking, and do exactly what is asked of them. And then there's this student. For her, it has never been about just doing what is expected. It is about doing more, while encouraging others and smiling all the while. She is the type of person who you always hope to have in your classroom each session, on your team every year, and representing your field of study for years to come." Please join me in congratulating Paige Scruggs.
Yes, Gruggs?
I am proud to introduce your student government president today. Alexis Jean Lama, 25, known to all of us as Lexi, has taken full advantage of her time at Randolph, and it shows. She is a psychology major with a cognitive science minor who plans to obtain her master's and then doctorate degrees to prepare for a career in the forensic psychology field. In fact, she hopes one day work in the correctional system, helping inmates who struggle with their mental health. She has already started on that path. Lexi has been accepted to Marymount University's Forensic and Legal Psychology Master's Program, where she'll study and also work full-time as a lead psychiatric technician at the Northern Virginia Mental Health Institute. Her hard work, involvement, and dedication have played a large part in her success. At Randolph, she's been fully involved in campus life, serving as president for student government and the Psi-Chi Honor Society, as head Davenport leader, a member of Omicron Delta Kappa, the Wild Cow Wellness Council, and the Student Philanthropy Council. In her spare time, she also served as an admission counselor assistant and academic tutor. She's also earned spots on the Dean's List and received several awards, including the Vita Abundantior Award, the Frank Murray Award for Psychology, and Student of the Year. We're glad to have you as a part of our Randolph College family, Lexi. You have truly left your mark here. Please join me in welcoming Lexi Lama.
Hello, everyone. To all the parents and family members here today, welcome. To the faculty and staff who've guided us with wisdom and much-needed patience, welcome. To my fellow graduate students, again, welcome. And most importantly, welcome class of 2025. Yeah, clap. Yeah, we did that. Well, we're here. We actually made it. We made it through the late nights, the impossible deadlines, the gen eds we swore would never end. We survived the stress, the tears, the all-nighters, and the growing pains of becoming who we are. And we did it. We did it together. But now comes that big question, what's next? And let's be honest, that question alone is terrifying. Maybe even more terrifying than the past 4 years that brought us here. Because with that question comes doubt. The kind that whispers, am I good enough? What if I fail? What if I don't have it in me to succeed? If you felt that, you're not alone. The truth is, life isn't easy. It's overwhelming, messy, and just frustrating at times. There will be setbacks that make us question everything. Moments when we feel lost, tired, like we're just not enough. But in those moments, especially in those moments, I want you to remember something, that you are enough, and you've always been enough. One of the strongest people I know, not strong in the loud, showy way, but in the quiet, unwavering kind of way that wraps you around like a warm blanket when the world feels cold. Some may know her as Mama Llama, but I get to call her Mom. She's the kind of person whose strength is stitched into every small thing she does. The kind who carries everyone else's weight on her shoulders without ever asking for help. The kind who shows up every time, no matter how tired, no matter how hard. She has seen me at my worst. She's held me when I was too broken to speak, wiped my tears when I couldn't even explain why I was crying, and sat with me in the dark until I was ready to step back into the light. And no matter how many times I doubted myself, she never did. She reminded me with her words, her love, and her faith in me that I am more than my struggles. Now, she gave me a piece of advice I carry in my heart every single day that I'm going to share with you all today. She told me to always wear your crown proudly and to never let it fall. Now, she wasn't talking about the crown you could see. It's about the invisible one, the crown of confidence, self-love, and strength. The belief that no matter what, you are powerful, you are capable, and you are worthy. There were times I couldn't see my crown at all. Moments when I broke down, crying in her arms, feeling I had nothing left to give. And in those quiet, painful moments, she'd look at me and say, Lexi, you are a beautiful human being capable of such great things. Don't let this one setback define your future. Now straighten up and wear that crown proudly. And so, class of 2025, that's my message to you. No matter what life throws at you, no matter how heavy your heart feels, no matter how uncertain the path ahead may be. Always, always wear that crown proudly. Carry it with grace through every storm. Let it remind you of who you are, of everything you've overcome to get here and everything you're destined to become. You all are beautiful, intelligent human beings who are capable of such amazing things. And you are more than ready to start this new chapter in your lives. Good luck with all your future endeavors. I know all of you are going to achieve greatness. Thank you, Randolph, for the most unforgettable 4 years of my life. And for the last time ever, go Cats!
Thank you, Lexi. Class of 2025, once again, congratulations. With all my heart, I believe that your liberal arts education is your ticket to the future. Randolph College has done its very best to help you learn how to think critically and creatively, how to communicate your ideas effectively, and how to navigate the world beyond the red brick wall. That world is waiting for you, graduates, and you now have the tools to make it better. And I know you will do just that. Will you all please stand and join us in the singing of the college song, led by Professor of Music Randall Spear with student members of the chorale. Please remain standing for the recessional.
Where the river winds through blue mountains, where purple vines entwine stately halls, and roses tumble along sunny walls, where voices serenading in the night sing of loyalty and love. There let wisdom rise. Oh, there let wisdom rise. Randolph College in fair Virginia, home of true learning, beauty, and art. We sing thy praises, O alma mater, our voices serenading in the night pledge thee loyalty and love. Here let wisdom rise. Oh, here let wisdom rise. Thank you.